So for our Dissidia arcade stream this month, Y'shtola got a rework, and I was very interested into this because I'm a Y'shtola, like, main, I guess? I play as everybody in the roster, but she's my best character, and that's why her rank is so low and her win rate's so low compared to everybody, because I just win a lot with her, and her rank isn't really high, because I got her to Mythril and then I stopped, because I'm trying to rank up each character individually to learn them better. But let it be known that going to this, I am a Y'shtola fanboy. She's my favorite Final Fantasy character out of all the ones I've seen so far. Maybe that'll change in the future, but for right now, Y'shtola is my favorite Final Fantasy character, and she's my best character in the game that I play as. I have yet to actually watch the gameplay very much of her new mode. I just know that she has a Thaumaturge mode now, which is really cool, because we need more Final Fantasy 14 classes in this game for real. But now I'm actually going to go watch it and get my first impressions, and then a deeper analysis on the rework. Okay, so I'm live watching it now at double speed. The reason why I'm watching it at double speed is because I can spend a lot of time talking about the characters in Japanese and it ends up being nothing. So let's go ahead and watch this now. Oh, dropped my phone on the floor. Shit! She's just standing there. Oh! Yeah, the animation. Oh, wow. They changed the walking animation to that of a Heaven's Word or a Stormblood White Mage rather than a Makote from Final Fantasy Realm Reborn, 14 Realm Reborn. And when she switches stances, it's Cleric stance, which is not available anymore again, which is strange because you think they would have done something else because they are trying to modernize her, I guess, to match it better with Final Fantasy 14 Stormblood. I would imagine. But we'll see as soon as she does attacks. We'll see if that's true or not. Stone doesn't hold you in place anymore. Apparently, this is going to be better for defense, I'd imagine. But it was kind of nice just pelting people with stone over and over again. You can also use it to hold people in place. Well, okay, look. There they missed the last stone, so they didn't knock them away. But it seems to be pretty inconsistent with missing that last stone. And the debuff is missing. That's interesting, because you'd imagine that the debuff, they would keep the debuffs in Y'shtola because no character really does that. I guess they're removing that ability now. I mean, that being said, debuffs aren't really that good, I guess, in Dissidia because you'd rather just do bravery damage rather than slowly take it away and get none in return. But things like slow down and bind are still very good debuffs. Like I said, I just want people to use EX skills instead of Y'shtola. Again, she still doesn't have debuffs on any of her Conjurer moves. So I don't see the point of playing Conjurer yet. Oh wait, no. Okay, so she does have both of her traps now. They've just been redone, I suppose. Oh, that's Arrow 3, right? Look at that. Oh my god. Yay! That is an animation Final Fantasy 14. That's one of the arrow spells you get later on. So I'm glad they implemented that. It's just way tinier in this game. Like, it would cover a greater distance. And also, I guess the stone spell looks kind of like stone, I want to say stone 3 or 4. I can't remember. I think it's stone 4. So this ability is now just a knock away ability. Like Ace's dash attack, it's no longer a binding it. Oh, I went black there for a second. Anyways, it's no longer a binding ability like it used to be. And it's just true to Final Fantasy 14 because it just became like a pushback. And no longer a bind. I don't think, is it even in the game anymore? I don't even know. I haven't played 14 in a hot minute. But that's that. It seems that Ethereal Pulse is stronger, healing 60 per second with no Brave Regen anymore. I don't think they had Brave Regen, did they? No, they had Brave Regen. I just don't know how much it is because, you know, they're at maximum Brave, so you can't really tell. Oh, so when you turn Thaumaturge, you lose all of your spells from Conjurer. That makes sense, I guess, when you consider how Cleric Stance works. Oh! That spell does seem about the same speed as the other one, Stone, but it's only a single projectile, so I guess it's harder to land? I don't really know. I don't really know what that means. Okay, so here we go. Here's some unique moves. Blizzard 2, it seems to be, is now a reverse meteor, I want to say? Like, it comes out from the ground and just disappears really fast. Okay, I guess it's more like a Seek than a meteor, because you can't really stop it. You can't really dodge it once it's actually launched, because it's so fast. Oh, you can miss it if you time it badly. So it's like Kefka's meteor in the air. That makes sense why she's fighting him now. I imagine there's a little bit of auto-aim for each charge level, because it seems like there is. But if you charge it too much or too little, you won't get the actual hit landed. Oh, okay, so she has Yuna's aerial neutral brave again. That's something I was concerned about because Yuna's what's it called? Yuna's entire character moveset's kind of like Y'shtola's but better. She has better defense. She just doesn't have traps, but like it just feels like, oh, that's like Terra's uncharged flare, but it seems to be a little bigger. I'm not sure. At least the range is much more visible. What's her dash attack, I wonder? Either way, there's a lot of things with Yuna that she's just as fast as Y'shtola, it seems, but just stronger with Brave taking away and stuff. Not Brave taking away, Brave damage. Sorry for giving me like a 5-year-old there for a second with my grammar and structure. Y'shtola only had standard projectiles with. Oh, what's this? That's Thunder. That is a strange dash attack. It seems to be 3 projectiles at once. But even with Yuna, that's... What's this? It's like a big... It's like a Brave Conduit, but it has better vertical reach and less... I think it has less damage? I'm not sure. Oh, so this is holy now. What I don't get is why... I heard about this one. And this is what I heard about. I heard they butchered the HP attacks, as in... They changed the aesthetics of them for no reason, seemingly. I don't get why they did that. The old HP attacks... And apparently they also... kept the old some of the old HP attacks like Holy. They just switched it to another HP attack and changed the visuals. I don't get why they did that. They should have just kept the HP attacks the same in terms of visual effects. But that's all I heard about the new HP attacks. So they're just visually different, I guess. So they look different from the original Final Fantasy XIV spells. Despite some of them are being the exact same HP attacks. Like Holy is still in the game, I heard. The way it is right now. It's just like Yuna's now. Except it's not actually Holy. It's like a new spell. But what they should have done is made the original Holy bigger. Which makes me sad. I'd rather see the original Holy effect, because, you know, it's pretty cool. It's a pretty iconic Final Fantasy XIV spell. And it was great to see it in Dissidia, but now it's going to get removed in a month, which makes me sad. Yeah, like, look at that. That doesn't have... That's based off the Limit Break for White Mage, which is just a healing spell that makes Aerith's guard stick appear. But it doesn't look like that in Final Fantasy XIV. It's kind of just like a giant wind that flies around you. I think it's even called Healing Wind based off of the... What's her name? Aerith's Limit Break in Final Fantasy VII. But, I mean, that attack is literally just Holy. Just looks completely different now. I'd rather have Holy. That's just my opinion. Now let's see the next one. I like the old visual, but for this attack better, and also I thought it showcased the range better. Like, just, it had like a ball on it, which like basically said, "Hey, this thing has a little bit of vertical range, so don't like jump onto it and try to dodge out of the way." Unless if they change that to have like literally no vertical range other than that flat disc, it's gonna be a little bit annoying. So Spiritual Ray is now like it looks kind of like the original attack, it's just completely different. No, okay, so they changed the properties of attack from being a giant vortex with an explosion at the end to just being like Ramses Holy. Seemingly. Looks like does damage or... Is that just like a random Holy they threw out? Again, that's why it's in development and not for public use just yet. They have a little couple of iron bugs, kinks I guess to fix out. Let's see, they're gonna land it now, and yeah, it's just a Holy. All right, unless there's like any new attacks, I mean, just fast forward to any new attacks. I can pretty much talk about her now. One burger break later, and think about Y'shtola break later. I'm back, and honestly, this is a good thing for her. But like with Kamlana, I'm not totally sure what her purpose is yet in the game. Like, she still has her traps from her Conjurer stance, but then her Thaumaturge stance is just like normal attacks that other characters have. And sure, it gives her more options, but I don't know what her identity is. Like, Yuna doesn't really have an identity outside of Valifor being unique, but that's okay because her moveset is just fun to use, it's enjoyable. I mean, her dash attack's pretty unique because only Onion Knight has that kind of attack, I'm pretty sure. But Y'shtola has like everybody else's moves now in Thaumaturge stance, and in Conjurer she still has her old ones, but they're not as big anymore. There's not as big as an emphasis on trapping people and outplaying them anymore compared to her old abilities. So I'm not entirely sure, like, what Y'shtola's purpose is other than to use Ethereal Pulse and whatever Dark Ethereal Pulse is right now. Like with Camelot again, for example, I didn't really know what he was good for outside of his esoteric region when they first showed him off. But now I know him as like a middle ground between a Vanguard and an Assassin, where he has the speed of an Assassin, but he has slightly higher poise. He's not as fast as a normal Assassin, but he's fast enough to catch marksmen off guard, but he's not weak enough to not be able to fight Vanguards one-on-one directly. So until I actually got hold of him, I didn't know about this because nobody really had the chance to play as him in Japan, and there was no easy way to figure out that he had this poise advantage over Assassins out, or at least he has like attacks that are big enough to challenge Assassins one-on-one. And I'm feeling the same way about Y'shtola right now, where I can't really identify what's so special about her now compared to the other marksmen in the game, just from this footage alone. Though I'm going to try to summarize something to end this video off with. I've been thinking about this for half an hour and I still don't have an answer, so I'm just going to say she's kind of like Lightning, where you're going to use one stance in certain situations, Conjurer for defense, Thaumaturge for offense, though it's not that explicit it seems, because I couldn't think of this without thinking really hard, and I don't really know if that's even true or not, but from the attacks we've seen, Thaumaturge is a lot easier to land, and it doesn't have as much defense, while Conjurer is the opposite with having traps, but also simpler attacks and a lot less combo potential with your teammates and yourself. That's all I can really think of with this Y'shtola rework. I need to get my hands on her before I can think of a decisive opinion on what her role is, though I will say I think these changes are very good for the character and will help her stay relevant for longer and actually be useful in certain situations, or otherwise she would have struggled much more so than any other marksman in the game because of her lack of tools like Seeks, for example, or Meteors that other marksmen have readily available as bravery attacks. Anyways, I'm Blue, the Hedgehog. I mean, what else would I be? I'm like out of breath for some reason. I don't know what the hell just happened. Okay, now I'm in breath, and I'll see you guys next time on Blue the Hedgehog. Hopefully this Y'shtola rework is popular with Japan. Hopefully it's successful and not a failure. We'll see you guys next time on Blue the Hedgehog. Stay safe. Don't eat your mom, and pet your cat if you have one. I know I will pet my virtual cat. Alright guys, see you next time. Bye!